Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brain. The DLC pack for Age of Calamity came out today, so I gave it a try and I wanted to give you my thoughts and give you a little look at what I found out while playing this DLC. But before we begin, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. That is the best way to let me know you're enjoying the content on this channel. Now let's get started. A new sword and outfit are included as part of the DLC. As soon as you start up the game, you'll be presented with these. You can equip them before you go into battle. I used the sword a little bit. It didn't seem like it had a whole lot to it. It's typical one-handed sword combat. But if you like the aesthetics, it's something neat to play with. I'm not sure what the higher level augments that get applied to this sword are. I only grinded it up high enough to be able to play around in one level with it. All of the new DLC quests start with an EX, so that makes it easier to find. Unfortunately, according to the information released about this DLC, there aren't any new levels, so these are new quests on the levels that we've already played before. But there's definitely different tasks and different enemies, so it mixes it up enough to where it feels like a new level. To give you sort of an idea of some of the new enemies in here, this silver moblin, I do not remember seeing this in the base version of Age of Calamity. You can see that he has this big barrel on his back and throws that at you. That's a mechanic I don't remember, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. You also have these large choo-choos here, an ice one and an electric one. They have a little bit different attacks than what you've seen before, so this is a nice addition to the series. One of the nicest features added in this DLC is the Royal Lab. This is laid out sort of like a skills tree if you're familiar with that concept. You have different things that you can unlock that are linked in a row or off branches, and once you unlock one item, you can then progress to the next one. Some examples in here is you can unlock the ability to purchase apples to be able to heal yourself, which is really nice. You can also unlock additional power for your bombs and other items. So you're going to want to get started on this as soon as you get into the game. Find out what you need to get. You can go in and apply a sensor locator to these items, so if you're missing something, it'll show up on the map. If you already played this game, you're familiar with that concept. But another reason why you want to get on this really quickly is the flail weapon is locked in behind this. So as you go through here, you can unlock various flail weapons, and this is a new weapon type here in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Here's a quick demo of how this weapon works. It kind of attacks from both sides, has some length to it, and you can use the ZR button to grab your enemy's weapon, and it attaches to the end of the flail weapon. So I'm assuming this gives you some additional strength in your attacks while that is attached. If you'll look in the upper left hand corner, you'll see what looks like a claw gauge. When you grab the weapon from the enemy, that gauge is filled up and starts to decrement every time you attack something. Once you've used it all up, the weapon is gone and that meter has to fill back up before you can grab another weapon. It's kind of a neat mechanic. Not something that's just a game changer, but it does give you a little something different to be thinking about as you're going through and attacking enemies, is watching your gauge and trying to maximize the amount of attack that you can do. So a new quest type in here is what's called Vicious Monsters. These will pop up with the red icon on the map. This will contain usually a boss at the end of it that has what's titled as Stronger Than Strong. So the Stronger Than Strong enemies definitely have a lot more health, and from what I can tell, I believe they hit harder too. It's been a while since I played this, so I can't guarantee that, but they're a good challenge. The ones that I encountered here were the Choo-Choo and the Silver Lionel. They definitely seem to play the same as the others, it just took a really long time to grind down their health. Now the last quest type that I encountered in the few hours playing this is what's called Battle Research. This took place in this temple style, and one of the things in this is that you have to do certain tasks. So it's not just enough to defeat your enemy, but in this case, Here, I had to perform perfect dodges on various enemies that came in, and I'm not the greatest at the perfect dodge. I rarely used it, so this definitely helps to fine-tune your skills. When you go to play this level, I would definitely recommend getting something to increase your health and maybe even use an item that lets you respawn once after dying. It took me several tries to get through this. Luckily, when I did die, I was able to retry and not have to start all the way at the beginning. So the previous enemy that I had defeated and properly did the perfect dodges against, I didn't have to fight again. There are a few other aspects of this DLC that were advertised that I haven't gotten to yet, but I just wanted to mention them here in case you're interested. The first one is the additional playable character of playing as a battle-tested guardian. Some of this looks kind of neat in the advertisements they've done. I'm looking forward to getting to the point of playing that. There's also supposed to be a master cycle for Zelda to be able to play as. I might have been able to get to that if I had played as Zelda, but I generally play as Link, so I never selected Zelda, so I'm not sure how that's unlocked just yet. And the last thing is there is another DLC coming out in November called Guardian of Remembrance. This is supposed to have new character vignettes, newly added stages, not just quests but actual stages, an expanded roster, so I'm not sure if that means more playable characters, but well, I guess we'll see. And then it says new battle skills for existing characters. So I am looking forward to that. I've already pre-ordered the bundle of both of these and we'll be giving that a try when it comes out, and I'll most likely make another video when that comes out. So I want to thank you for watching this today. If there's anything in here that you have questions about or comments or you know more about it, maybe one of these things that I've not unlocked that you have, drop a comment and let me know. Until next time, be good.